The mundane world you know is false, fraying at the edges. Follow the echoes of Atlantis, trace the imago to its source, and wake up. You are entering Mind Over Matter, a story about Mage the Awakening. Welcome to Chroniclers of Darkness, a narrative horror podcast set in the RPG series New World of Darkness. Due to adult language and the violent nature of the stories told, this podcast is rated M for mature, and we strongly encourage listener discretion.
Episode 3, Catch.
The world is a lie. That's as base as I'm willing to start. When I first awakened, I felt justified. My first words afterward may as well have been, "Told you so." So, as a master Gnost, I am a master of the mind itself, how it perceives, how it records, how it copes. It's the core of our powers, the core of who we are. It deserves every ounce of research we can provide it. From a park bench one day, I saw a young mother holding her small child. With a wave of my hand, her mind was blocked from her child. She could not register the child to her own senses, and thought the child was missing. As the little boy screamed and people looked on, she ran freely through the park, calling the child's name. I followed the fear. The cloudy web of her thoughts as she backtracked, made lists and ripped them up. How long, I wondered, how long would she allow her fear to guide her before using her brain to solve the problem in front of her? Become divine and rational once more, to think again. 4 days. I took copious notes. It is important to take very good notes. That's why I chose the shadow name, Park. The place for my greatest experiments, my control group for years. They say any human has the potential to awaken and become one of the wise. They're full of shit. Some people are just vessels for their broken minds, wandering like grocery basket cases from one mistake to another. This weaker generation, the one coming up behind me, they call their self-awareness anxiety, as if their own intellect were a cancer. Such a shame. The greatest tool in nature's evolution, and they're too scared to do something with it. The mind can become so many things, but never pleased. What a brilliant, flawed piece of meat. I have performed such groundbreaking research and received very little help from it. I thought for a while that I needed to start again, but there's no way to access the mind I had prior to my awakening. I believed that until I spoke directly to my own mind. I wanted to relearn, but correctly this time. It took some sacrifices and unwilling participants, but I captured a higher Goetia of time and mine, reached up and yanked them from their higher planes, combined their souls as one whips ground meat into an egg and shapes it into a patty. I placed it into its own capsule. Do not fear me and my capabilities, though. It would be a waste of your time. Knowledge, after all, is our goal as mages. What if I don't care about being a better person? What if I can hijack my own way to the supernal realm above? What if the abuse I suffered before I awoke and made me who I am, gave me the cunning, gave me the edge of survival I needed? If I am a monster of the mind, then I am a masterful version of it, and no one could stop me. Even me. Even if I wanted to. There's just so much clutter now. So much like a storage unit. So I'll need to make some space. Some open space in my life. some open space in my head. No, do not bother taking my phone number. When I'm ready to talk again, I will find you, and then we'll compare notes. I took such studious notes for my research. Thank you for listening, Doctor.
Sorry, cigarette break. Where'd we leave off? Did Lynne die yet? Did I? Ow, well, missed opportunities right there. What, you want context? Again? Have some imagination. Okay, so, a little bit ago, my friend Nyx crashed my car. No biggie, Madam Mage fixed it right up. But when I fixed it, I had a friend borrow some time, and another friend redirect the forces involved in the car crash. So the car didn't remember crashing, but the crash was still waiting to happen under a certain trigger. That trigger being whoever catches this frisbee. So, try to catch up. Yes, my mentor's mansion. Usually a lovely haven, now filled with 3 people who want me dead. Can't go back through the door because it's always a one-way spell. Can't give Lynne over to the Seers of the Throne because they're the bad guys. Now, I've said many times the world is too big for the basic binaries, yeah? Well, every argument has a counter, and these people are bad. Bad, bad, bad. Well, no, I can't exactly feel fear. Same reason I have the slur that most people think comes out as a shitty British accent. Because there's a shot at disco ball the size of a nickel jammed in my brain. So there's a mage named Archer, standing atop the staircase leading up to the exposed second-floor bookshelf. My old cabal and I tangled with him and his mates long before. There were 5 of us, and only 3 of them. And I was the only survivor. I gotta get Lynne under that staircase. It's on tracks laid into the floor. Cross the tracks, cross your heart, walk under, and we'll be all set. Easy. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna die.
3 people pull guns on us. Charlie says very slowly to fuck off. There's a blonde guy telling me to step away from the betrayer, and I think he means Charlie. This makes Charlie freeze. They all start speaking in a language that's all tones and no vowels, and I understand them somehow. Then there's a click, and everything goes to shit. Charlie pushes me under the table, and the world goes molasses. I'm literally falling as if through water. Charlie holds up their jacket, and 2 bullets dent and ricochet away. Charlie slides in slow motion across the wooden table just as some beefy bitch slams her fist through the wooden table. And of course I'm terrified in this Max Payne boss fight, but I'm also thinking, I want that power, and that power, and that power. Charlie throws a spray bottle, and it explodes like a flashbang. Then I hit the floor, and I can't get up. The floor feels like the walls of a gravitron. I roll my head up in time to see Charlie flick their frisbee into the blonde douche, and he's gonna easily duck. Can't I use magic too? Charlie said I have space powers. So maybe I could make blonde douche's head occupy the space that the frisbee is heading. Yeah, why not? Better than saying I did nothing. I focus, and he shifts in space, catches the frisbee in the face, and his head splatters like he facepalmed with the Buick. Charlie grabs me under the arms, and suddenly, I'm back at regular speed again. Run under the fucking staircase, they say, shoving me forward. They twist their wrist, and the staircase rolls toward me via a track on the floor. There's one more wizard pointing a gun at me, and I run into some heavy air, moving in slow motion again. But my senses are in regular time. It sucks. Those moments before the worst possible thing in your life happens to you. The bus crashes. The knife slips. You miss the stair. I never thought I'd die by gunshot. You hear about it, see it in the news again and again, and you think it can't happen. It's always someone you know. Well, we're all known by someone. The gun goes off. My hand moves in slow motion. The bullet does it. I feel the impact, hot and deep, but no sting. Then Charlie locks the woman's wrist, points upward, and pulls the trigger. She spatters. My pixie guardian angel tackles me under the staircase.
And we fall out of a walk-in freezer at a nearby bodega. Nah, it's cool. The bodega cat's a friend of mine. I call him Tin Willie. Lynne rolls over, looks at her torso, expecting a bullet wound. Silly goose. No one dies on their first mission. Normally, I'll have a spell laced into my coat to make it as tough as Kevlar. But seeing as Lynne was in danger, I shifted the spell to save her hoodie. You can't blame me. It's an off-white. I really groove on that brand. Can't go spoiling it with any blood now. Shit. I like this chick. Don't know if I was ready to take a bullet for her, though. Gotta keep moving. We mages. Phenomenal fucking cosmic power. Unlimited vision and information gathering abilities. But we're still those spongy little twinks we were before we awoken. Catch a cloud and pin it down. Hold a moonbeam in your hand. Surprise us, and Maria, we go down. Ooh, I'm in a bad place. The man running the bodega has already called 911. They may make it here in time, they may not. I've never had to use the staircase exit before, so I don't know what part of town we're in. Oh.
Charlie!
Grazed me in the side, gave me a vulva across the gut. Look. Might come in handy later.
What do I do? Charlie!
Hello. Do you think you could coax the space between these two skin flaps to be a little closer would really help?
Why did those people call me the betrayer?
They didn't call you the betrayer, they were talking about me.
No, they were talking to you.
Here's hoping you find out someday. Enjoyed our time together, by the way. Hey, when I'm a ghost, I'll leave you alone in the shower. Scouts, honor.
This podcast is brought to you by Zip Recruitment. Imagine your ideal job. Is it remote? Is it fun? Do you travel the world, meeting interesting and powerful people? Do you recruit their underlings by telling them stories about an unnamed source of power and dread beyond the stars? Wow, what do you know? There's a job like that out there right now. There is an employer out there searching for you, right now, actively. Save them the trouble and upload your resume to Zip Recruitment right now. Imagine your ideal coworkers. Are they polite? Are they intellectual and multilingual, even in long-dead languages? Imagine sitting on a floor across from such people. Imagine a floor made from rough-hewed red stone. Imagine a wooden cane, a ceramic bowl, and a bronze crown sitting in front of you. Which of those three objects do you think you would reach for first? Which one? Which object did you reach for? Can you imagine it? Did you say the crown? Then Zip Recruitment is ready to meet you in your current incarnation. Welcome back, Zemadir. Your throne is prepared and your throng lays open to receive your instructions. Zip Recruitment. Timeless, persistent, and ready to call the herd across generations. Zip Recruitment. Because you can't see it coming.
Presented by Takeaway, the friendly nonprofit ready to remove your garbage with just a swipe of your thumb. Takeaway saves you time by removing the task of typing what you need removed from your apartment, home, garage, or hospital bed. Takeaway doesn't ask questions. Just point when your friendly Takeaway buddy shows up at your door. Ignore their animal mask and yellow hazard suit. That's just regulations. Your Takeaway buddy won't need you to hold open the door or load anything into their bag. Their bag can hold any load, human-shaped or otherwise. Do not take any selfies with your Takeaway buddy. Do not communicate verbally with your Takeaway buddy. Words upset them. Do not assume what you see in the mirror is your Takeaway buddy's true form. Your life is a pile of claustrophobic garbage, so take a deep breath. Takeaway. Everything must go.
The ambulance arrived. By the time it did, neighborhood people had gathered. The last wizard hunting us was coming up through the same freezer door. I saw her face reflected in the glass. She stopped, though, saw that there were too many people. Apparently, public displays of wizarding are taboo, even for the bad guys. EMT started working on Charlie, who had already gone pale. I did what I always do when things get heavy. I left. Not that I wasn't grateful to Charlie, but I had just been shot at. A bunch. I ain't need this. I didn't recognize the neighborhood, but when I saw the Northern Boulevard subway exit, I knew I was still in New York. There's a reason we never got a decent subway between Brooklyn and its trashiest neighborhood, Queens. There's a strip of train tracks and industrial places where the roads are torn up by delivery trucks. UPS, Amazon, any company that needs to move a ton of shit has a parking lot. All the company trucks parked next to each other like piglets. I'm not going home. I need a quieter place. I climb a fence and slink to a loading dock. It's a risk, but I try calling my mom just to vent to somebody. Even a shitty mom is still mom. To somebody. But, damn it. Something's happening. It's not with my phone. This is why I'm terrified of early onset dementia. I keep pulling my phone to my ear and then remembering, oh yeah, I wanted to make a phone call. I should pull my phone up to my ear. Again and again. I'm so terrified of becoming my grandmother. A fucking pile of conversational ellipsis and osteoporosis. What if my time lapses are linked to the magical artifact under my scalp? I need to take control or advantage of that. I need to go into my own head again. Gotta kill off my own weakness. It's like a rush, and it hurt like hell when I did it before, but it did start unlocking my extra abilities. I want to know about this. I feel more in control when I do it. Breathe deep, close my eyes, bring out my DS. I need physical buttons to press, no touchscreen bullshit. Real gamers use buttons. Okay, breathe. What did I do last time? Roll my eyes to the back of my head. I see that little dude from last time, the paladin guy floating around the parking lot. He's faster than before without his big-ass shield, but same rules as before. Zap him 3 times before he flies away or escapes. I get him right off the bat, and he flies backward, putting distance between us. Then he dashes toward me. He's got this lance, and he hits me in the cheek. Fucking hurts. Can he actually hurt me? Worry about it after I win. Zap him since he's so close. I got Time Crisis 2 memorized, and I grew up near a Chuck E. Cheese. I win shooting games. Little paladin dude isn't happy. Blinking red, zooming around, trying to aim his lance as I aim my shot. Eyes are straining. I'm still holding my breath. Paladin gets even faster. I fire right before he pierces my chest. His over-decorated armor shatters, so he's only got his helmet now. And he vanishes. Rub my eyes. Sit up. And there's a sting on me. Blood? There's a scratch on my cheek where my metaphor paladin scratched me. Holy shit! My inner demons have claws! Cool! My phone is ringing. Oh, come on. Fucking how?
Hey, girl.
I don't want this.
Sorry?
The wizard bullshit. I don't want it. Wait. Why aren't you dead?
Oh, I never said I wasn't. Just pushed a piece of my mind into your phone, that's all. I'm sorry we got ambushed. I really am. Turns out the thing in your head has a price tag on it.
So you're Nicolas Cage to my... Wait, what's that shitty movie where he's a magician?
National Treasure?
I don't trust you.
Then let's take time to gain that. I mean, time that we don't really have. Come on now, Squeaker. More people are gonna come for you.
I don't care! I ain't asked for this. I don't know... I don't know how to ask for help.
I know what that's like. I really do. Men suck. Parents suck. The world sucks. And it doesn't help that one occupies the other. But listen, Lynne, I saved your life. And the most all the thing right now would be if you could please return the favor.
I don't know how.
Yes, you do. Every time you go into your gamer trance, you connect with the power of the device in your head. It wouldn't be valuable if it didn't contain mana or some preset spells. My body's gonna be taken to Mount Sinai Hospital, but this spell that pushed my mind into your phone is gonna run out in about a minute. My body won't be conscious for at least 2 days. You can reach my apartment from wherever you are. Do you remember the floor plans of my place? Remember how it's laid out?
Yes?
Draw it somehow, with a pen, or finger some dust. Push your willpower into your head, go through your memories, and your body will arrive there. I'll need my spellbook. It's propping up the TV in my bedroom. Go face reality and bitch slap it, Queen. Good luck, Squeaker. I believe in you.
Charlie? I don't have a good relationship with anyone older or taller than me. Mainly because I don't need someone else telling me what I see in front of me. My mom was never home, and when she was, it was, "Why haven't you eaten yet?" Or "Why haven't you cleaned up?" I'm not punk because I hate my mom. I'm punk because I'm tired of being expected to pick up anyone else's slack. You leave a room a mess, you fucked up the room. You leave a person a mess, didn't take care of it, shoved them, dumped your demons onto them. Told them you were lying to your face when you said your boyfriend threatened you with a knife. Fuck you. They don't come back to you. I cleaned up after my grandmother for years. No more. You want to know something else? My father opened up credit cards and accumulated debt under my name for his personal business. I was 17 and had more debt than my house was worth. Utterly destroyed my chances of paying for school. So, no, I'm not one to pick up other people's messes. I take care of me, and I'm the only one who has ever thought to take care of Lynne, except for Charlie. They just said, "I believe in you." And no, it doesn't change anything, but it's nice to hear that. So, I got a big parking lot to play with. Just inside the loading dock is a fire extinguisher. I bet there's enough extinguisher inside for me to draw out Charlie's apartment. Just the walls, entrance to a long, narrow hallway, living room, bathroom and bedroom off to the side, railroad-style alcove in the kitchen. I can make this work. Stand at the front entrance, push into my mind, remember the doorknob, give it a turn, step through, and I'm literally inside Charlie's apartment. Bitch, I got powers! I'm inside. Oppressive heat waves coming from the exposed metal pipe running vertically in the living room. Stained couch from IKEA sitting lopsided from a missing front leg. Same smell of old coffee and open paint cans. Just like I remember it. The digital clock in the kitchen says it's way past midnight. Fuck! How much time did I lose at the parking lot? Doesn't matter. Charlie's lying in some hospital. Get the books, somehow. But then, I see the same problem I did when Charlie put me in the bathtub. The upstairs apartment, directly above me, I got 360 degrees of vision, none of it obscured because of little things like walls. The whole world is a glass ceiling, and my mind is a sledgehammer. Maybe I can get used to this wizard thing after all. I can grab the spellbook in the bedroom, yes, but there's a staircase hidden behind a bookshelf. How can I possibly resist? There's a lost level in plain sight, behind a piece of wall that's cosmically off-colored like a secret room in a Zelda game, and the completionist in me says, go for it. Oh, and I want to so badly. Soon as I touch the bookshelf, I feel a pull in my core, and I'm back in the parking lot. Dead buses all around me. Fuck! I guess I can teleport long distances for a short time. Oh, and I got bad vertigo right now. My nose is stuffy, and when I touch it, my fingers come back bloody. Not letting that shit slow me down. There's a light. A car, more rust than model or make, lurches into the parking lot. Then I remember we still had one bad mage pursuing us. I gotta run, but I can't move my legs. The car pulls up, keeping me in the headlights. Then the door opens, and another mage steps out. But not the one I'm expecting.
Chroniclers of Darkness is written and produced by Uncle Yo, with performances by Susan Lee and Alyssa Stoller. Original music by Jimmy Lynne. Logo by Jesse Pascal. Original artwork by Miranda Leahy. Special thanks to White Wolf and Onyx Path Publishing for uncovering a whole new world of darkness full of mysteries. Game on. Include everyone, and remember that death is yours for the unmaking.